Okay, so this video is on the inorganic reactions, and it will be the metal-aqua complex ions reactions with bases. So all metal-aqua ion complexes can react in test tube reactions with hydroxide, ammonia and carbonate. In this video I'm just going to talk about the hydroxide and the ammonia. So with a limited amount of hydroxide and ammonia being added, coloured precipitates of the complexes form, and these are acidic reactions. The precipitate is formed when the complex becomes neutral, and here are the two examples of the neutral complexes. Forming these neutral complexes can be done in molar steps, where you add the base mole by mole to your metal-aqua complex, and then you reduce the charge by 1 each step, eventually working your way to have a neutral compound. It can also be done as one whole step, and you could be asked either of these or both of these in an exam, and this is where you just look at the charge basically of your metal-aqua complex, add the same number of moles of your base, and this will form your neutral complex. We need to know the colours of these, so for the metal-aqua complexes for the 2+ ions, iron 2 will form a green precipitate, copper 2 will form a blue precipitate, and cobalt 2, which we should know now from the transition metals topic, will form a blue precipitate when reacted in excess ammonia or hydroxide. In terms of the 3+ ions, iron 3 will produce a brown precipitate, chromium 3 will produce a green precipitate, and aluminium 3 will produce a white precipitate. Again, this is when we react them with a limited amount of hydroxide or ammonia. It's when we use an excess of ammonia and hydroxide where the trends vary, so where they're different. So with excess of hydroxide, only chromium 3+ and aluminium 3+ react. They dissolve into solutions of their original colours, so chromium 3+ will dissolve into a green solution, whereas aluminium will dissolve into a colourless solution. These precipitates of chromium 3 and aluminium 3 are therefore known as being amphoteric because they're complexes which dissolve in both acids and bases. Finally then, we've got the reactions with excess ammonia, and only chromium 3+, cobalt 2+, and copper 2+ react. So a way of remembering this is ammonia only reacts with the C's. So chromium 3+ will form a purple solution, cobalt 2+ will form a straw-coloured solution, and copper 2+ will form a deep blue solution. So that's obviously the dissolving of the precipitate into these solutions. And that's all you need to know for the bases of ammonia and hydroxide. The final base, which was carbonate, I'll discuss in the next video.